From WhatsApp to Zepto, how two friends changed the grocery world. At 11 o'clock at night, a family sat worried in a Mumbai housing society. The milk was finished at home, essential items for the child were missing, and outside there was a lockdown-like silence. The phone was in hand, but going to the shop was not easy. Just then, a WhatsApp message was sent, in which a small grocery list was written. A short while later, those same items reached the doorstep of the house. This was not a big app, not a famous brand, just an experiment by two young boys. But sometimes the biggest business story does not start from a fancy office, but from a simple WhatsApp message, just like this. Right from here, the fear begins. If an old habit like grocery can also shift to the phone, what will be the future of traditional shopkeeping? And the curiosity is how two teenage friends who were yet to even start college life made their place in a market with big players like Ambani. This is the story of Aadit Palicha and Kaivalya Vohra, who made Zepto not just a delivery app but the new identity of quick commerce. Today, the valuation of Zepto is said to be in thousands of crores of rupees, but in the beginning they had neither a big warehouse, nor a big network, nor a retail empire. There was just a problem, which they observed very closely. People wanted groceries online, but they did not want to wait. Aadit and Kaivalya were childhood friends. Both connected from Mumbai, studied in good schools and had an interest in coding and startups from a young age. Their thinking was not limited just to studies. They looked at things and asked, how can this be made better? Aadit had tried a carpooling idea named GoPool back in his teenage years. This fact shows that entrepreneurship was not a sudden fashion that came to him. Both got admission into Stanford University, which can be a dream moment for any young student. But the COVID-19 pandemic changed the rhythm of the world. Colleges went online, people got locked inside homes, and daily essentials became a big problem. During that very period, they saw that people were troubled for groceries. Even if the shops were open, there was risk and uncertainty in stepping out. They started an experiment of grocery delivery at a local level. Customers would send lists on WhatsApp, and the team would arrange the items and deliver. This process was very basic, but it gave them the real classroom of customer behavior. What do people ask for, when do they ask for it, and what speed do they trust? Slowly they understood that in the grocery business, the game will not be won just by selling products. The real game is of convenience and speed. First, they tried a model named Kirana Cart, which had the idea of delivery with local Kirana stores. But like every startup, the first model was not perfect. The market fit was not looking clear, and many challenges were coming up in execution. Right from here, the difference between entrepreneurs and dreamers is visible. Dreamers stick to the idea, entrepreneurs stick to the problem. Aadit and Kaivalya saw that if delivery has to be made fast, then more control is also needed. Total dependency on a store partner can make the speed unpredictable. From this very thinking, the importance of the dark store model came forward. Dark stores are like small warehouses, where customers do not walk in, inventory is kept only for delivery. If the dark store is near the customer's house, the inventory is ready, and the route is smart, the delivery time can reduce dramatically. In 2021, they launched Zepto. The name too was a symbol of speed, because Zepto second is called an extremely small unit of time. Zepto gave a bold promise in the market: grocery delivery will be very fast. At that time, this promise felt both shocking and exciting to people. In India, grocery shopping has been an emotional habit. People knew the shopkeeper by name, credit used to run, and quality was bought by checking with one's own hands. Zepto tried to bring this very habit onto the phone screen. The only difference was that the customer now did not have to go to the shop. Open an app, add milk, bread, fruits, snacks or daily essentials, and in just a short while the items are at the door. This sounds simple to hear, but the system behind it is very complex. Which product is to be kept in which store? When will the demand rise? Where will the delivery partner be? Everything runs on data. In quick commerce, the room for error is small. If a customer asks for toothpaste and it shows unavailable, they can open the next app. That is why Zepto connected technology, inventory planning, and last-mile delivery together. This became less of a grocery business and more of an operations science. Funding gave speed to this growth. Investors like Nexus Venture Partners, Y Combinator, Gladebrook, Lightspeed, and General Catalyst showed trust in Zepto. In startups, funding is not just money. It also gives a signal to the market that something big can be built. But along with funding, pressure also comes. Speed is needed for growth, market share is needed, and the race to get ahead of competitors is also needed. Zepto's race was not easy. In front was Blinkit, There was Swiggy, Instamart, there was Big Basket, and there were giants like Flipkart and Amazon. And on the other side was Reliance's JioMart, behind which are Mukesh Ambani's massive retail network and deep pockets. Here the story becomes interesting. On one side is the retail power of the country's biggest business houses. On the other side is the speed-first startup thinking of two young founders. Reliance has the strength of stores, supply chain, and customer base. Zepto has the strength of focused quick commerce execution and youth-driven urgency. The competition is not just about delivery time. This battle is also of customer habit, basket size, discount, product availability, and trust. The urban consumer of India has changed now. Previously, they used to buy a month's ration together. Now they order many things as soon as the need arises. Ice cream is needed at night, milk is needed in the morning, snacks are needed if guests arrive suddenly. Quick commerce is built precisely on this impulsive and convenience-driven behavior. Zepto caught this changing habit early. It tried to change grocery from a planned activity into an instant action. But there is a price for this speed too. Opening dark stores is expensive, keeping inventory is expensive, running a delivery network is expensive. This is the reason Zepto's revenue growth remained fast, but the losses were big too. The business was growing, but the question of profitability still stood right in front. In its IPO papers, Zepto showed revenue growing rapidly in 2026, and along with it, the pressure of losses was also clearly visible. This is the classic tension of the startup world. Build scale first or profit first? Win the market with speed or stability with cost control? Zepto's answer still looks tilted towards growth. The company is spending heavily on dark stores, technology infrastructure, marketing, and expansion. In June 2026, Zepto filed updated draft papers with SEBI. This step shows that the company is moving from a private startup towards the public market. An IPO is not just an event to raise money. It is a trust test, where retail investors, institutions, and regulators all look at the company through a microscope. Now Zepto will not have to impress just the customers. It will have to explain to investors too how growth will turn into long-term profit. Aadit Palicha can be counted among India's youngest listed company CEOs after the public listing. This will be a symbolic moment in itself. Kaivalya Vohra has also been in continuous discussion in the list of young wealth creators. Building such a big company at such a young age is a rare achievement. In the Hurun India Rich list, the wealth of both founders was stated to be in thousands of crores of rupees. But this wealth is mainly connected with company stake and valuation, not cash in hand. Therefore, when we say that they are owners of thousands of crores, the real meaning is that the estimated value of their shareholding in the company is very big. It is necessary to understand this difference because startup valuation and personal liquid wealth are not the same thing. Zepto's story is glamorous, but it is not just glamour. In it is dropout risk, funding pressure, losses, competition, and the accountability of the public market. One wrong execution, one safety issue, one regulatory problem, or one funding slowdown can change the mood of the entire story. Questions have also been raised on the quick commerce industry regarding the safety of delivery workers. The promise of speed should not turn into human pressure. The real test of any fast delivery model is precisely this, that the customer gets convenience, but the workers' dignity and safety are not compromised. For companies like Zepto, the future is not just in being fast. The future is in being responsibly fast. The business model will have to be made sustainable. Bringing users through discounts is easy, but building loyalty without discounts is difficult. The customer will stick around when they have trust that the product is fresh, the price is fair, the delivery is reliable, and the complaint is solved quickly. Zepto's biggest strength is youth and speed. But in the long term, it will have to prove maturity, governance, and profitability as well. This very thing makes it a fascinating business story. This is not just the success of two founders, it is the story of India's changing consumer behavior. There was a time when the grocery shop used to be the center of the neighborhood. Today, a mobile app is becoming the new digital shop of that neighborhood. But this change should not be a story of finishing off old shopkeepers. In the future, kirana, retail chains, and quick commerce can play different roles. Some people will still take monthly ration from the shop. Some people will take premium products from the supermarket. And some will order urgent items from apps like Zepto. The market winner will be the one who understands the different moments of the customer. Just being cheap or fast will not remain enough. Zepto showed young India that age is not a barrier, but there is no shortcut to execution either. Leaving Stanford can become a headline, but building a company demands every day's boring, difficult, and disciplined hard work. What started from a WhatsApp list has reached up to IPO papers today. As exciting as this journey is, it is equally risky too. Because in the public market, numbers speak more than the story. Revenue, loss, cash flow, governance, and margins, everything will be tested. If Zepto manages to change growth into profit, it can become a big chapter in India's startup history. If competition squeezes the margins, the question will also be raised as to how expensive a 10-minute convenience turns out to be. But one thing is clear, Aadit and Kaivalya have changed India's imagination regarding grocery buying. They showed that even in a big market, young founders can make a place if they understand the customer pain early and stay fast in execution. Today, when a customer orders grocery on the phone and the bell rings in just a short while, it is not just the items that arrive. Behind that doorbell lies hidden data, dark stores, delivery network, investor money, founder vision, and an intense business war. And this is the real story of Zepto. Two friends started with a grocery list on WhatsApp, and today their startup is forcing everyone from Ambani to global giants to run in the race of quick commerce. But the final question is still open. Will Zepto become just a fast delivery company, or one of India's biggest profitable consumer tech stories? Its answer will be given by the coming IPO, market competition, and the loyalty of customers. For now, the story stands right there, where speed, risk, and ambition are running together. And perhaps this is the reason Zepto's story is not just a startup story. This is the story of a new India, where even a WhatsApp message can sometimes become the first step of a company worth thousands of crores.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.